Hello and welcome back to Choose Your Own Adventure Time with me, Beta Ray Ben. As we left off, we came across a terrifying river, I believe. Let's recap. The passage runs northwards, and ahead you can hear the splashings of an underground river. The air becomes cool and fresh. You soon reach a wide opening of a riverbank, but despair as you look across to see no way through on the other side. To the east, the river flows through a cave in the rock. Does that make sense? I'm not sure. You may either sit, rest and eat provisions, or continue by what seems to be the only way forward. See, it actually implies that something will come along if you just sit and wait. There were no responses, so I'll flip the old coin. Heads for the first one. That's heads. So I'm going to sit, eat and eat some provisions. 143. Now, I won't yet get rid of a provision because it hasn't technically told me to do that, and there's a chance something will interrupt me. Oh, this does not look good. This looks very bad indeed. You squat on the sandy bank. Pause. As you prepare your meal, you notice a movement in the sand a couple of meters to your left. The movement becomes quite turbulent, and you spring to your feet, sword at the ready. Suddenly, a large, tubular head breaks through the sand. Think June. A large, turbulent head breaks through the surface, twists around in the air, and picks up your scent. The smooth, segmented body of a giant sandworm rears up and sways over in your direction. Nothing can sway in an ominous fashion, can it? As it does so, a large orifice. This is becoming a very much different kind of novel at this point. A large orifice with short, spiky teeth opens in what must be its head. You must do battle with this creature. Alright, so we got a giant sandworm. So the way it read, I prepared a provision to eat, but didn't get to eat it. So in theory, I lose this and don't gain the stamina, but it hasn't said that specifically, so it's not going to happen. I have to battle this creature. Right, let's get its stats ready. Okay, it's got slightly less skill than me at 7, and the same amount. Yeah, it's the same amount of health, 7 health, stamina, isn't it? I actually have less stamina than that. Looking at those numbers, by which I mean piles. It's easier. It's just easier, you see. Okay, all right. I may escape after 3 attack rounds, but if I do that, I will lose the provisions from earlier. So, right, this could get tricky. I feel I need to look up something before I start. Okay. Right, so before I begin, I'm going to take a measure of my potion of luck, which means I'll regain all my lost luck, and in fact gain 1 more. Now, according to this, I started with 10 luck, so I'll get 11 in total. So let's sort that out now. There we go. Gonna need that to get through. I've now got half a potion left, which I can write down if the pen worked. Whoever designed biros, they made them like probably 30-ish years ago, and then they said, yeah, that'll do, that's it, that's a biro. They need more refinement. I know there are better pens, but there should be a better quality worst pen. Yeah, so I'm in the fight. We know how to do it. I just keep rolling these dice until one of us is dead, possibly me. The great irony being that if I die, like a few days ago, YouTube updated it so that you can put a poll up here in a card, and I could have used that to do the options instead of making you comment, which most people don't like doing. Clicking a poll is easy. Far more of you would have done it. YouTube likes to hate me, I feel. Right, let's go. My roll. Come on. That's a 7 for myself. Now, I was using the green things to make it. Basically, I've got 1 more skill, so If he gets an 8 or higher, he eats me. And that's an 8. Why'd I do it? This is difficult. Oh yeah, I've got my shield of crappy defense, haven't I? It did nothing. Right. I'm gonna save my luck for. No, I shouldn't save that. Actually, I'm just gonna start using it after this point. Right. Okay, I'm on a 5. This is not going well. He's on a 5, and I win a tie. It's not a tie. I just win. Right. Let's use some luck here. My luck is at 11. So I roll 2 dice, and if they're higher, it doesn't work. Right, that's how that works. That's a 6. Beautiful. The real question is, how much extra damage do I do? Because I've already forgotten. I do 2 base. I think it's 2 in total. I'll look it up. I don't like to be wrong. I mean, I'm wrong constantly. I just like being right, if anything. Yes, it is double damage. I think that's the first critical I have ever scored. And I needed it, to be honest. Because I can only survive about 2 more hits. Right, I'm on a 6. That's not very high. Come on. Okay, that's an 11. This is bad. I'm gonna... Right, so first off I roll for my shield. 6! I actually got it. You know what, I'm just going to take the hit. I was going to use luck again, but it's not worth losing it for future. Very tricky this. Right, I'm on a 7. Come on. Oh, God, you got an 8. Every fucking time. What? I'm now going to look. In the event of a draw, I've always said that I win, but I don't know if that's the case. I might, yeah, now I'm going to find out. Yeah, you just skip it, fine. So he got an 8, I got a 7, I get 1 higher, so yeah, let's just skip the round. We've now had 3 rounds of combat. I can attempt to escape, but at the cost of a provision. Fuck it. He who dares wins. And I've rolled a 6. Fuck me sideways. And that's a 7 for him. Right. This is not an interesting fight at this point, right? I'm on a 5. Statistically I will lose. And that's an 8 for him. Shit, why did I quote the maths? Never tell me the odds, as what's his name says. And my shield has failed. I'm going to attempt a luck roll. I've got 10 luck. Fuck me, I got a 9. An actual successful luck roll. Apparently luck favours the dying. So that only does 1 damage. I can now just about survive 1 hit. I'm down to 2. I feel like I should try and escape, which I believe requires me to test my luck at this point. I don't think I have to do anything special to escape. I think I just have to jump in the river. Ooh. Well, there's a risk to escaping. Basically, he'll do damage to me as I try and escape. He'll do 2 damage. I only have 2 stamina left. My shield can potentially block 1, and I can try and use luck to block it. But okay, so if I do that, I have to roll a 6 to survive, which is a 1 in 6 chance, or possibly I have to roll higher than a 10, which I believe might even be a slightly lower chance, or the same, roughly. But if I attack him, I've only got to get higher than... statistically 1 higher than him, which is more likely. However, I then have to beat the luck to be able to kill him. So with that in mind, I'm going to attack. Because, as I've said previously, he who dares. It's a 7. Come on. It's a 4. Right. That's 2 damage already. Now I'm going to test my luck to try and do more. Come on, you bitch. That's a 10. I think I've actually only got 9 luck. Damn it. Damn it all. Right, so that didn't work. And instead of doing 2 damage, I only actually do 1 now. This was a huge error. I think that's how that works. You'd think I'd know this by now, but I'm very slow to learn these things. Yes, that is in fact the case. Right. Last round of combat for both of us. It's me or the worm. The Warlock of Firetop Mountain doesn't really come into it at this point, to be honest. It's a 6. This is not good. You know, I'm going to roll these dice one at a time, old-fashioned, right? That's a 1. Okay. This is good. Potentially, I can win this. He has to get a 6 just to draw. Fucking Snake Eyes. Get out of here, you wormy bitch. Sweet Jesus, that was a hard-fought battle. Right, what do I win? A meal in peace, apparently. Turn to 44. I hope this doesn't say the worm splits into 1,000 worms at this point, or it's a hydra. That would really do me over. Panting after the struggle, you sit down to collect yourself and finish the provisions you started. Right, let's do them in. I fucking needed this. And I gain a whopping 2 stamina back from that. I actually think it might be 4. I've got a strong feeling it's more than 2. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it is in fact 4. So that's... Christ. I think I might have actually come out roughly evens after that fight. But I didn't get anything, so I definitely lost, and I lost the provision. Eventually, you pack your bag and wade into the stream. Turn to 399. So what we've learned there is that fight was entirely pointless. I should have just jumped in the river to begin with, and the boatman was nowhere to be seen. Was it 399? Wow, this is almost a lot. There's 400 in the book, and number 400 is you're dead. Like literally, it says your game is over. The current is strong and takes you swiftly downstream. You're washed along through a narrow opening and out into a large cavern with banks on both sides. The current washes you onto the south bank. Turn to 218, where you will now take part in the South Bank show, which I believe revolves around the trendy South Bank area of London. I don't actually know much about it. 218, here we go. You're on the south bank of an underground river, facing across its black depths. There appears to be 4 ways of crossing. To your left, a rusted bell bears the sign, Ferry Service, 2 gold pieces. Please ring. There is a small raft in front of you on the bank with a long stick resting beside it. You could punt across the river. This just says that. A rickety old bridge crosses on the right. If you don't trust any of these, you may swim. Which will you choose? Well, indeed there is. So we met an old man who basically described to us what to do here. Bad news is, I don't believe I have any gold, unless there's some from starting the game that I never realised. According to my inventory list, which is not good, I have a sword, a shield, a backpack with about 8 provisions in, a lantern, a potion with half a dose, a bow and silver arrow, my right hand is fucked, and a bronze key with the number 9 on it. And unless any of those can be alchemized, I believe that's a word, it's not going to go well. So, yeah, we'll call that an episode for today. Now, up here, roughly here, or possibly over here, or maybe down below, there'll be like a little icon or a card or something. Click on that. There'll be a poll with the 4 options, right? Click on the one you want, and I'll do that next time. Or don't, and I won't. Thanks for watching. I actually need to pad some time here because that poll, it will only be here for like the end of the video, and if I'm too quick with it, you won't have time to actually click on anything. So, I'm just going to... where does it say it? No part of this book may be reproduced in any form or by any means without prior permission in writing from the publisher. I actually have permission, though not in writing and not from the publisher. I don't know what it's worth, to be honest. These are from 2003, so the odds of this actually catching up to me are surprisingly high, actually. Well, I feel that's enough time. Do vote. Thank you very much.